Today in r/malicious compliance. Sleep in office. All right then. This happened a year ago. I still am working at this company. My superiors, team lead, manager, and department head are all fantastic bosses, and they will fight for their subordinates when right. Most of my immediate colleagues are great too, and we often help each other out. Some related points to this story. I have very severe sleep apnea. After a sleep study was done, I was told that I stopped breathing 69 times an hour. As a result, I tend to need more sleep than most normal people. If the following day is not a work day, I will go to bed at 10 or 11 and wake up the next day at 3 a.m. I have 7 different alarms, all of which that I never snooze, as I almost never hear them. Now, my bosses are aware and very understanding, and they do not mind me coming in late to work, as I ultimately still get things done. Also, sometimes my work requires me to work at odd hours, in the 12 a.m. 5 a.m. kinds of hours we handle. Infrastructure. My usual work hours are 930-1900. As my colleagues usually 830-1800, as I had to work with clients and customers who have 930-1900 work times. On to the story. Our Hugh was cracking down on punctuality issues. There were some people who were abusing this, so I can't blame him, and her was going hard on everyone. This lady who was handling disciplinary issues, we'll call her Karen, knows that I'm typically late to work almost every day and starts targeting me. My manager explains my situation to her and tells her that it was an exception granted to me. She remarks that it is entirely unacceptable and that no employee should be given special privileges, and called for me to a joint meeting between her, my team lead, and manager. After insinuations that I'm just lazy, lying about my situation with sleep apnea, or that I snooze my alarms and sleep late, she states that if I am late one more time, I will receive a warning letter with the unspoken threat that I will lose my bonus for the year that was coming in 2 months, as it is considered disciplinary action. She then sarcastically adds, "If you can't get up in the morning, sleep in the office." I was pissed for a couple of seconds, but this subreddit has taught me better. A plan began to form. Malicious compliance is: once work ends, I home as usual, have dinner, relax, and stuff. However, this time I head back to office, reaching at 10:30 or so, with all of my alarms. As per office safety procedure, if there's an employee in the office, the lights need to be on at least in the employee's immediate area. On the lights go. I set them up to start ringing from 6:30 a.m. as usual, and to ring every 5 minutes. I should also mention that my desk is right smack in the middle of the office, just outside hers closed area. Also, any person with sleep apnea knows snoring is an immense issue. My snoring is so loud that it sounded like Thor was pissed. I went to sleep in my chair. Morning comes. People start coming in. It is 8:30 a.m., my 7 alarms ringing, my snoring bringing the thunder. Did I mention that I'm seated right outside her and in the middle of the office? Karen, unable to take the noise, tries to get my colleagues to wake me up. They simply shrugged and said it wasn't part of their job scope or contract. My team lead and manager both refused to wake me up, as he starts work at 9:30 a.m. Karen tries to wake me up, but a choking breathing incident happens, and it sounded like I was on my deathbed. It scared her to tears. I ended up waking on my own at 10:30 a.m. Karen then complains to my department head, which I clarified that this was requested by Karen too, which both my team lead and manager corroborates. My department head deems that I didn't break any rules, and in fact did do what she had said to, and thus had no grounds for disciplinary action. He then gives me 2 days paid off to rest, as I was in no condition to handle clients. I found out later that the rest of her were never agreeable, putting me on the late list in the first place, but could not intervene, as they were not in charge of disciplinary issues. No one has really hounded me about punctuality again, outside of the occasional "Hey, try to be on time next time," just to assure everyone I do try my best to. Tilder tells me to sleep in office, ends up scared to tears because I did. Thanks for listening. Don't forget to like, subscribe, smash the bell, and whatever else our YouTube overlords require nowadays.